All right, folks. Here we are getting ready to start lesson one, the first full week of your intro to math comm class. So, I wanted to just kind of give you a primer of what we're going to be talking about this week. Uh, when you get access to your lessons each week, it'll include a link to one of these little orientation videos. Not a whole lot of lecturing is going to come out of this video. That's going to come with our live sessions this week. These little weekly videos are just going to be kind of to get you off on the right foot. So we're going to maintain the videos on the YouTube channel. Quite frankly, posting video to Blackboard is kind of painstaking with my internet connection here. So it looks like everybody can access and use YouTube, and they'll be there for you. Um, so thank you for finding it, and I'm just going to take a few minutes of your time to get you started on the right foot. I am appreciate y'all that went and filled out your availability preference for live sessions. I also appreciate everybody who participated in the discussion boards. We'll talk more about discussion boards here in just a minute. I've already replied to some of y'all. I intend to kind of go through um, and get replied to everybody over the weekend. So I'm not going to close that first discussion board. If you didn't get yours posted before 11:59 tonight, it's 9:30 now. So, but it's going to be after the deadline when you see this. If you didn't get it posted in time, you don't get a grade for it. But I'm going to leave it open because I need a little time over the weekend to kind of get through everybody's. And I'd like to reply to everybody. So, um, lesson one from your course homepage here, and your homepage may look a little bit different. I'm not sure, but we're going to get into this week. Okay. On your lessons, this was last week's lesson. Y'all have got through that. Well, last week's introduction. This week, man, we're jumping in head first, and it's lesson one, basics of mass communication. When you open up your lesson, we're going to look at our learning outcomes. This is what we need to have done by the end of the week, and here's what you need to do to get there. Okay. Um, you need to read chapter one in the textbook. It's all about mass media literacy. This is a super relevant, super important topic right now. You also need to read all the supplemental materials and watch all of the content. If you'll scroll down here, there's a little bit of supplemental material over here on your menu board. You should have, I'm probably looking right over it, but give me just a second here. Why study media literacy? You should be able to access this content here. It's a stream of some pretty concise YouTube videos that break down what media literacy is. You need to go through and make sure you do all this. You're going to click here. There's some stuff for you to read. You associate yourself with this, the core principles of media literacy. You're going to watch the videos. There's some links here. This is an article about media literacy, fake news, how false news can spread. All of this under this tab, Why Study Media Literacy. All of this is involved with your discussion this week. Okay, so outside of your lessons tab, you need to make sure that you get through all this material here. So back to lesson one. You're going to read chapter one. You're going to read all that material I just showed you, and all the content of why to study media literacy. That's this folder right here. Watch the videos, and then you're going to do a discussion board. We're going to lecture. I'm going to talk through this material. We're going to schedule 2 live sessions a week, and how these live sessions are going to work. The first one will be at 10 a.m. Monday. Based upon the surveys I saw up until now, it looked like that was the preferred time for y'all. Monday morning, 10 a.m. Monday, and then 10 a.m. Thursday. With the idea being here that on Monday, I can introduce and talk, and we can discuss. And maybe you haven't got through all the reading yet, but it's going to be serve as a classroom time to kind of get your week started off on the right foot. And then on Thursday, it'll give us an opportunity to come back, discuss it more. By then, hopefully, you've read everything, and we can have some more discussion, and I can answer any questions you might have before your discussion post is due Friday night. I don't. You should not. It's if you open this at 12:15 on Saturday, you should not have your discussion post done by 12:30. The discussion posts need to. The discussion post is how I judge your comprehension every week. There are going to be some quizzes thrown in. There's 4 quizzes throughout the semester, and then 2 exams, both of which are essay format. But this discussion post is not just willy-nilly, hey, it was really interesting reading this week, and leave it at that. We'll talk more about discussion posts here in a minute. But you're going to read this stuff. We're going to log in. I can't require you to log in. This is an asynchronous class, but I would highly recommend it. They pay me money to help y'all understand this stuff, and I want to help y'all understand this stuff as best I can. I want to be able to be there for you to answer your questions live and in person. We're going to use Google Meet for the live lectures. It just seems like that's going to be the easiest way to do it. Your TCCD email is actually a Google email address. It's hosted by Google, so it should be super simple to get in and out of Google Meet. I am going to warn you right now, I've never used Google Meet. I've used every other video conferencing service except that. I'm going to practice it over. I'm going to do some practicing with it over the weekend. Probably have my kids show me how to do it. They used it a lot last spring when they were home from school. I'm sure we can handle it, but just like I've said all along, kind of be patient. Be patient with us as we work out these kinks. You'll get an email to your TCC email sometime over the weekend, early Monday morning. I'm going to say probably over the weekend with a link to the Google Meet session. So 10 a.m. Monday, 10 a.m. Thursday. If for whatever reason you can't make it, we will record them and we'll post them to the YouTube channel, and we'll send that link out afterwards. So check out Why to Study Media Literacy. Check out Chapter 1 in the book. We need to be working on this. This is the goal for this week. Live sessions and then your discussion board. Down here is a copy of the PowerPoint that I've taken and tweaked. This is a lot of what I'm going to be lecturing out of on Monday, so you can familiarize yourself with it. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. You can have it for future reference. Discussion boards. Your Lesson 1 discussion board. This is what it's going to be this week. We're want you to talk about unifying events and media. I want to talk about these discussion posts real quick. I'm a writer by profession, and if you're going to be successful in college at any level, you're going to have to show that you can write. I would rather use these discussion posts as an opportunity to have a discussion, to have a conversation, and to show that but you have to show that you're knowledgeable of the material. I don't want to go in and have a reading quiz every week. I think that's monotonous, and I don't, by then I think you're studying for the quiz and not studying for the conversation. We need to be able to have a conversation about this. On the first discussion post, I said 200 to 300 words. I don't want you to get hung up on the word count. I don't want it, if I say 50 words and then you're at 49 words and you're freaking out because it's not 50 words. These discussion posts should be around 300 words. So, if you're 280 words, if you're 380 words, that's fine as long as you are being able to formulate a complete thought and use complete sentences, use proper syntax and proper grammar. I saw I don't know if it was in this class or one of my other ones, but my dogs are barking, so you are going to have to excuse me if you hear them. The word wanna is not a word. Let me do this is not a word. Don't use these words. These non-words actually. These discussion posts should be coherent. They should be in proper paragraphs. They should be with proper grammar, proper syntax, complete sentences, complete thoughts, and attribute your thoughts. If you're retelling something out of the textbook, tell me in the textbook where you found it. And I want you to engage. I want you to reply to at least three of your classmates, and these need to be around 75 words. Like I said, one sentence replies are not going to cut it. So don't get caught up. Don't get caught up on the exact word count. Get caught up on giving me your ideas, giving me your conversation, and doing it in proper form and proper grammar. Um, so that's it on the discussion post. If anybody has any questions on that, please let me know. If anybody has any questions on any of this, please let me know. I have fielded a lot of emails this week, and I think I've done a pretty good job getting back on those promptly. I have returned a few text messages this week. I had a student late tonight who needed an answer of a question pretty quick, and I was able to get it for him almost instantaneously. So, y'all know how to get a hold of me. I'm looking forward to this. Let me know if you have any questions. Read the chapter. Read the chapter. Look at the content. Let's talk about it on Monday, and then let's rehash it on Thursday. And discussion post is due by 11:59 on Friday. So let's have a great week. And if y'all need anything, like I said, please let me know.